myself, Saina Halit. My metric number is 2171620, and my name is Samuel Shaya. My metric number is 2171698.
My name is Ismail. My metric number is 21901415.
My name is Hannah Susan Matthews. My metric number is 217171175.
And my name is Ali Hamdan Hamid. My metric number is 2181731.
And as a group, today we are going to give a presentation about ancillary revenue management. So first, what is ancillary revenue? Actually, ancillary revenue is the revenue which is generated from goods or services other than their primary product. So in airline industry, it is defined as the source of income other than the ticket revenue. Examples of ancillary revenue can be baggage allowance and frequent flyer miles and seat selection. There are four main components in ancillary revenue management, which is a la carte features, commission-based products, and frequent flyer and advertising sold by the airline. First, a la carte features, which is the product and services are sold separately at different prices. For example, baggage fee, it is sold differently depending on the weight. And the commission-based product, it is the commission that the airline get from the hotel chain, car rental or insurance. This is normally in websites where you can you can book your hotels and car rentals. And frequent flyer. Frequent flyer is the miles that the airline gain from the hotel chains and the car rentals. Example of frequent flyer program could be KrisFlyer from Singapore Airlines and Skywards from Emirates and Big Points from AirAsia. And advertising sold by airlines could be the airline advertising that is spoken in the in-flight as well as on lounges, and also the magazine which is sold, which is in the flight. So next I'm going to give to my colleague.
Thank you. Now I will just have a look at importance and need of ancillary revenue. Okay. Firstly, the need for ancillary revenue is mostly due to the reason of the increase, the continued decrease in yield and also the changes in customer preference in this volatile industry. So airlines have to find a way to increase their total revenue because their success actually depends on it. So ancillary revenue actually proves to be a successful way to increase their total revenue because it gives new opportunities for these airlines to get the extra revenue they need. Moving on, one of the important things is ancillary revenue. Actually, the introduction of ancillary revenue and products helps the airlines to attract new customer base, meaning they are able to get into new markets, new customer markets like maybe low-cost travelers. They may be able to attract them as well. So this actually helps them to increase, make a strength in the market and have a higher market share. And also, ancillary services has proven to be a way to compensate for the trends both the full-cost carriers and low-cost carrier faces. Precisely, the increase of fuel cost in over the years, and this impact actually is on both full-cost carriers and low-cost carriers, but the highest impact is on low-cost carriers because their business model is based on providing the lowest fare to the customers, but due to they may not be able to actually recover from this additional cost by increasing the ticket prices. So therefore, the airlines actually really depend on ancillary revenue to increase their income as well as to have to maintain a revenue growth throughout their financial year. Lastly, ancillary revenue actually with ancillary revenue, as I said, increases the revenue. So therefore, it increases their profitability, which means that they have the opportunity, they have the chance to expand their operation. Maybe they may be able to help the project to expand into a new market scope or into a new market, or they may be able to get new products as well. So now I will just have a look at some of the statistics. Here you see in this graph you see the global airline ancillary revenue for the past 8 years. As you can see, the bars here represent the ancillary revenue, and the green line shows the percentage of total global revenue. You can see from here clearly over the years it has been increasing, and especially in 2018, the ancillary revenue has played a larger share of the total revenue, which actually is almost surpassing the total revenue. When we look at the next graph, where we will be focusing, I will be focusing more on the airline that we choose, which will be discussed later on, which is Delta and Southwest. As you can see, Delta and Southwest, their revenue, most of them comes from frequent flyer programs. The most highest share of their revenue is from frequent flyer programs, whereas the rest is coming from other parts and the travel or commission packages. The part of the four components which was explained by Michael inside earlier. Next, we will look at the graph as well. This one actually provides throughout the world the highest ancillary revenue by the airlines, both full cost and low cost. And here also the airlines that we choose, Delta and Southwest, is among the top 10. So this actually provides tells us that they are in a very competitive market, and also they have a very good market share in this competitive market, because as you can see, Delta has almost 254 million in ancillary revenue, whereas Southwest is also getting 642 million. So now my colleague Shaya will be presenting and giving more details on the airlines that we choose. Thank you.
The focus carrier that we chose for our presentation is Delta Airlines. So Delta Airlines is the third largest airline in the United States, which is providing full service to passengers, and it has around 180 passengers annually. So now I'm looking at the various ancillary options available at Delta Airlines. The first is the frequent flyer program, which is known as the Sky Miles. Through this Sky Miles frequent flyer program, the passengers earn points with each of their travel with Delta Airlines. So these points can be used for their further future travels with Delta Airlines, as well as it can be used with at the Delta Lounge Service, which is the Sky Club Lounge Services. The second ancillary option available is the Delta Comfort Plus, which includes, which provides passengers with extra legroom and the specified individual overhead cabin space, just solely for the each passenger, and also it provides various in-flight facilities and meals for the passengers. And the third is the Delta Lounge Services, also known as the Sky Club Lounge. At the Sky Club Lounge, passengers are given a very comfortable environment with various seats and various drinks and meals available with the bar, and they also have Wi-Fi services, complimentary to enhance the customer travel experience. And then now I'll be focusing on the importance of ancillaries to Delta Airlines. Before going into that, I have included a pie chart which shows the 2016 ancillary revenues sources for Delta Airlines. And here you can see the highest amount of revenue they received was from the frequent flyer program, which is the Sky Miles. They have also received 6% from the corporate plus city, and various other sources also included in the ancillary pie chart. So when we think about the importance to Delta Airlines, Delta Airlines, since it's a United airline from the United States, it's actually competing in a very competitive market with cutthroat competition from various other fellow United States airlines as well as the low-cost carriers with their new low fares and various ancillary options. So it's very competitive. Back when we look at the history of Delta Airlines, in 2005 they claimed for bankruptcy protection, mainly because of the low margins that they were receiving at that time. The fuel prices, the high fuel prices was one contributing factor, but they still were in a bit of trouble at that time. So ancillary revenue is very important for them because after they introduced ancillary revenue in their business model, they have been doing well and they have been surviving in the market. So it has helped them by providing additional revenue for expansion, and also, as I mentioned before, for the cost and revenue management, it has proven very effective for Delta Airlines. And also, the frequent flyer program has given them more access to more market share, and the ancillary options are enhancing their travel experience. So, in conclusion, ancillaries are very beneficial for Delta Airlines. Now, my fellow colleague, Hannah, will proceed.
Thank you, Shaya. I'd like to talk about the business model of Delta Airlines. So we know that Delta Airlines is a full-cost carrier, full-service carrier. So it has mainly four key activities that promotes its business model. Firstly, they purchase old aircrafts. Secondly, they've got vertical integration. Thirdly, they have low unionization of labor. And fourthly, they have industry-leading customer service. So moving on to our the low-cost carrier that we've chosen, Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines has been dubbed as the largest LCC in the world. So here are a few of the ancillary options that it offers. Firstly, in-flight purchases. Now this is common, and it basically includes products sold in-flight. The products that you see on magazines from third-party business retailers, as well as the common food and beverages that passengers get to order in flight. Those includes merchandise. Secondly, upgraded boarding and extra baggage fee. So the upgraded boarding basically provides a feature where passengers can upgrade from A1 to A15 group of seats for just $30 to $50 per flight. So this is one of the ways that it generates ancillary revenue. And then the extra baggage fee includes that the first two baggages that are within 50 pounds as well as 63 inches can be checked in for free. And the third baggage or oversized baggages can be checked in as well for a charge of $75. Thirdly, we have the early bird check-in. This is an option that can be purchased by passengers, and if they do, they can be automatically checked in 36 hours prior to the departure. So there is no need for checking in 24 hours before departure. Fourthly, Southwest Rapid Reward. Now this is here basically customers can earn points for every single dollar that they spend on flights. So this was also along with the airlines hotels, car rentals, as well as other services. So this is basically the ancillary options that Southwest Airlines offers. Now I'd like to pass it on to my colleague to further carry on.
So I will be discussing about the business model of Southwest Airlines, which is Southwest being one of the first low-cost carriers in the whole world, and Southwest Airlines is known as the grandfather of low-cost carriers. And even though they were the first, Southwest Airlines they have a quite different business model compared to the other airlines and even compared to the low cost carriers. One of them being is as my colleague mentioned, like they have free baggage allowance. Like you can carry on 2 baggages, which is not available in most of the low cost carriers. And how they get the ancillary revenue is usually depending on the boarding. So Southwest Airlines, they depend on the boarding, where they sell the boarding number. As you can see here, they give a boarding group and a position so that the passenger will be boarding according to that group. So it's like, as Southwest says, early bird gets the worm. So the first person to get onto the flight, he can sit in any seat he wants. So in Southwest, they do not have the seat allocation. You do not get to buy the seats beforehand. It's the boarding which you can buy as an ancillary service. So the passengers, as they board onto the flight, they can sit in any seat they want, and that's usually how Southwest Airlines is generating more ancillary revenue. And on the business model of Southwest, usually most of the airlines now are trying to focus on the passengers, trying to provide a better service, a better customer experience, and a better travel. But in the business model of Southwest, they focus on the crew itself, the crew and the staff who is working in Southwest Airlines, which is how they have a very good business model and how they are competing well in such a competitive market. So when they choose employees for Southwest Airlines, they check how the staff are, if they are well familiar with the business model, if they are well familiar with the company itself, and that's how they choose it. So in conclusion, I would like to say that all the ancillary services which we mentioned before, for both the full cost carrier and low cost carrier, is very important to tackle in such a huge market, such a competitive market, because we chose 2 airlines which is from the United States, where the profit margin is very low. So each and every airline has to compete very well to gain a good market share and to gain a profit. Thank you.
Okay, we proceed with the Q&A session. We start with Saha. Okay, hi Saha, the question to you. Okay, one of your friends mentioned about the ancillary revenue. Can you explain to us the component of the ancillary revenue contribute to this profitability for the company? The component that we get for you to be explained is related about the frequent flyers program. How this frequent flyers program can contribute for the company profitability? Frequent flyer program, how can it contribute to the company profitability?
It's one of the components that most airlines are using. They're using the sky miles. When you travel, you are getting points, and by using those points, the airline can actually get profit, and the passenger also get the benefit from, like they can use the miles to get discounts of hotels and car rents.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Okay, next will be Hood. Okay, Ismail Hood. Okay, Ismail Hood, a common question to you. Can you explain to me the component of the ancillary revenue? Which one the most of the profitability can usually income to the airline company?
There is, my colleague Sai mentioned, there was 4 components in the part. There is from the statistics I showed you, the most profits come from the frequent flyer programs. So frequent flyer programs has been shown from the statistics that it has proven to be the most highest share in their ancillary revenue. So as Saida just explained, we can actually gain profit from revenue from frequent flyer programs through third parties as well. Like let's say most airlines, they sell the points to, let's say, Mastercard or Visa card banks, they sell it. So these banks, they actually communicate with their customers and encourage them to use these cards, so that using their cards to purchase the ticket or online tour packages would actually give the customers more miles from if they purchase from the cards to the respective players. So I believe that the most highest income generated for the airline is through frequent flyers.
Okay, alright, thank you so much, Ruth. Next would be Amina Shaya. Okay, hi Amina Shaya, the question to you. Okay, my question is, from the statistics shows that the airline company have been generate the revenue from the ancillary revenue. They have numbers of the airline company will be off. Okay, most of the airline company will be under the low cost carrier. Can you explain to us why the low cost carrier is the most successful airline company implemented for the ancillary revenue?
Yes, sir. Low-cost carriers usually their main model is solely based on a la carte services and extra services to passengers. They charge more and separately for other passengers. So usually the ticket price is quite low. The ticket price, for instance, when I go back home, it is about $150, let's say, one way. And then additionally, I travel by Asia, so initially I purchase the seat, which is like $3, and meals, like additional $3. So low-cost carriers are more successful because they are selling more ancillary products, and because of the low fares, they are getting more customers. So more customer market they have, so they're able to use these ancillary options more broadly than the full-service carriers. In the case of full-service carriers, if they use la carte services in a very broad aspect, they use their brand image or reputation, so they cannot use it as efficiently as the low-cost carriers are using. Because low-cost carriers, their brand or their model is based on providing ancillary options for customers with additional prices for baggage, food, seat allocations, and etc.
Okay, alright, thank you, Amina Shaya. Next will be Hannah. Okay, hi Hannah, I have a question to you. Okay, my question is, related to the slide, one of your friends mentioned about the statistics in the pie chart relating about the company profitability. Can you please explain to us why the airline company increasing the profitability because of the ancillary revenue? So which one the most of the airline company will receive the profitability from the ancillary revenue? Can you show the slide? This slide, please. Okay, for this question, for your side, Hannah, I would like to ask you the question. So there one question. So question number one. So from that slide, you can see that the Delta Airline is been one of the airline company receive the ancillary revenue. So they have a numbers in the category over there, which is from the slide. Can you explain to us why the frequent flyers program or corporate card, which is the highest contribute to the ancillary revenue to the airline company? So can you explain to us why this happened?
Well, the co-branded card is the highest contributor to the ancillary revenue because this is part of the frequent flyer program, right? So this is where the airlines sell their points to the hotels and car rentals, etc. So frequent flyer programs basically it gives passengers an option to it gives passengers the benefit of not wasting every single dollar or every single unit of money that they pay to all their flights. So they also the frequent flyer program also comes along with benefits that provide them a better travel experience, such as hotel services or car rentals. So due to this, passengers in the economy has proven appreciate these services more. So this is how frequent flyers has become like a bigger source of revenue from as an ancillary revenue. So companies are able to profit off of these services.
Okay, thank you, Hannah. Okay, so next will be Ali Hamidun, is it? Okay, hi Ali, I have a question to you. Your friends have mentioned about the ancillary revenue, which is component of the ancillary revenue. So most of your friends explaining about the frequent flyers, which is contribute to this the highest profitability to the airline company. So the other one can see that there are 4 components over there. Okay, one of the components is about the advertisement. So they have lack information or explanation pertaining to the advertisement. Can you explain to us why the advertisement is not that big not that big famous as a revenue contributor to the airline company?
Thank you, sir. So when we compare, actually, when we look at the advertisement as an ancillary revenue and the airlines that we chose, which is Delta and Southwest. So what happens is actually it's the advertisement which is used in flight, which is there can be advertisements on the overhead bins, there can be advertisements in front of the seat, even in the magazines which is in the front of the seat. So this is actually not that much used in the Delta Airlines because these airlines, they have a very short flight. Usually they are mostly domestic, not much of an international. It's inside the US. Therefore, these airlines are not able to gain that much income or an ancillary revenue from the advertisements. Whereas other airlines, they prefer to use this advertisement as an ancillary revenue because they can show the destinations which they travel and like show the hotel bookings, adventures and all the other products that they can purchase through this by providing the information through the advertisement.
Okay, right. Thank you, Ali Hamidun. Thank you so much for this group. Okay, thank you.